Hello, everybody. Jessica Parker and Noelle. Trying to figure out this YouTube situation and the way my camera should be facing, so pardon me. I wanted to talk about stress, cortisol, your immune system, and masks just very briefly. And this is really coming from my own experience. Hello. And perspective from both just myself and what I experience in my own body, but also as a health coach and the experience I've had with cortisol. I work with a lot of women who deal with, like, if people have probably heard the term adrenal fatigue, and that's kind of a controversial title, but it's more it's your HPA axis dysregulation. And so basically your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, adrenal, you don't need to understand all that. Just know that it's basically your stress hormones, and we have a huge problem with that in our country. Hey, now probably the world, because of the way we live in terms of eating crap, having things that are toxic to our bodies in our systems all day, every day. I mean, sugar is a huge one. We have highly processed oils constantly, you know, like canola oil, soy, things that are very inflammatory. Not to mention, you know, lots of alcohol, just processed stuff up the yin yang, not enough micronutrients. And so our bodies, like, even though we're being overfed, are being starved of nutrients. And that's a problem. We have toxins in everything from our makeup and our skincare and our laundry detergent and, you know, our cleaning supplies, like, everywhere. And so I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a little bit of, you know, it's not bad, you know, but when you're inundated with it constantly, all day, every day, you know, before we even leave the house, you know, you get up and take a shower and put all that stuff on you, and get out of the shower and you put all this other stuff on you. And, you know, not to mention if you have any things in your house that are, like, you know, scented, and, you know, the things on your laundry, dryer sheets are one of the most toxic things you can be using. Anyway, definitely, and there's another cat, there's Bubbles. If you have any questions or want to know more about, you know, what do I do? How do I look into this? Then, you know, message me, or and we can talk about that, because it can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be. And there's certain apps that you can use to kind of figure some of this stuff out. But my point is, I see so much in terms of adrenal issues. You know, people are like, I'm just tired all the time and I don't know why, and can't sleep, you know, I'm wide awake at night. That's a clear sign that you have some adrenal dysfunction going on. It plays into your thyroid and into your sex hormones. And so sometimes it's even hard to know, chicken or egg, where is this coming from, or which one is it really? Is it that my hormones are out of balance, or is it my thyroid? Or they can mimic each other, and sometimes there's a little bit of everything going on. But it's a huge problem. With that being said, I personally have had a long journey with that stuff, and just regular stress obviously plays a big part. Regular stress, you know, no matter where it's coming from, plus, you know, let's say you get in an accident or something, you have that kind of physical stress, but also, like, you know, here I am talking into my phone, but the being constantly plugged into things, whether it's just like your brain is always like on, or just the imagery, and also that blue light that's coming from screens all the time, it messes with your circadian rhythm. So yeah, we're getting it from every angle, and our bodies are struggling. And so my point with all of that is that then, you know, we bring in this whole situation that we're in right now with this virus. And I say that because I'm not saying it's not a thing. I just don't want my videos to get not shown. So I'm not going to say exactly what it is, but I know that it's a thing. I've never said that I don't believe that it's a thing. I know people have had it. People die with it. I know that. But I've shared some information about some of the reporting has been a little convoluted. Right now people are going into hospitals and have no clue, like they're going in for a broken leg or something like that, and everybody's getting tested, and if they test positive, then that they're a hospitalization for this particular virus, versus being in there for a broken leg and it's on their chart that, oh, they happened to test positive. Does that make sense? So I firmly believe that we really need to be focusing on staying healthy, because those who are succumbing to this are, age is one, but it's primarily having to do with other underlying conditions, whether it's diabetes, obesity, heart disease, even autoimmune. I personally have autoimmune issues. I am careful no matter what. I am careful, like I was careful before this whole thing happened. You can ask my family, I'm anal about it. If somebody's like, coughing and I was sore throat, I'm like, you can't be here. Because when I have some, symptoms that have been scary for me and have definitely altered my life in terms of how I live my life and things that I'm able to do and blah blah blah. I'm stubborn and sometimes I push too hard and then I pay for it, but I try to keep my level of activity up as high as I can without going overboard and causing my symptoms to flare. And I believe that is really important in terms of staying healthy and not letting it take over. I've shared before that doctors think that I might have MS, and that's a whole nother situation or episode or whatever. But so I'm not going to go into that right now, but I have some very prominent symptoms that are hard to deal with. So because those symptoms get so they flare so much, if I'm sick, if I have a cold, then I'm very careful. So I get it, but I also believe that some of the things that we're doing are also leading to people being more susceptible. The stress, the amount of stress going on, crazy. We all know, I don't have to say it, we all know that stress is a huge issue when it comes to our immune systems. And I'm going to talk about this. The mask thing, I don't care how you feel about it. I respect your beliefs and your right to wear them. I have my own, and I would hope that you would respect mine as well. But so I do wear them, when I go out, because it's mandated. But I will tell you that as soon as I'm out of the store, as soon as I'm in a position where I'm not like right around people, I take it off because I get a headache. I am not a person who gets headaches ever. I had migraines as a kid, and I had my neck adjusted, and it like totally, I never had headaches again. That's true. So I never get headaches. I have not since I was a kid. And those will trigger just this like pressure, it's not like a migraine, but just like I start not feeling well. My symptoms, if I have it went on for too long, flare, oh my gosh, through the roof. And it's not just like, then I take it off and it's fine. No, then I'm in a flare. So please respect that about other people. Please understand that not everybody you see not wearing one is like trying to be defiant or whatever. Like I also have heard a couple of women mention that they were raped and a hand was over their mouth. And I mean, I can't even imagine. I've never been in that situation, and it just is very scary to even consider that. And so there are people with all sorts of different personal experiences, and I really do believe that people need to respect that. My husband has said, don't wear one, and I'm like, it makes me more anxious for the possibility of somebody being really mean to me in public. That causes me a lot of anxiety, and so I will wear one. I will be in and out and quick, because I would argue that, I mean, I'm not like close up with people. I'm in the store, like not being near people. I would never go out if I'm sick, so I would argue that, taking precautions like that would be really good. I take better care of myself than probably most people. So anyway, so I just wanted to touch on that when you're when you are breathing into your mask so much, like you are releasing the CO2, your cortisol goes up, and that leads back to the adrenal thing, and it's a stress hormone. And so that absolutely 100% makes sense for me, like why my symptoms flare, because when your stress hormones are going up, then your inflammation is going up, and autoimmune issues have to do with inflammation systemically in your body. Inflammation is good in a small amount, and when you have something that your body is like, oh, there's like something in here that is not right, we need to attack, we need to get rid of it. But when you have autoimmune stuff, it's like inflammation on crack, and it just goes crazy and is overboard, and then your body suffers for it. So I'm just gonna end this with saying that we really need to be careful about the things that we're overdoing. I also know that breathing techniques, deep breathing, is really, really good for your immune system. And so when you have this mask on constantly, and you're not breathing fully, and breathing is one way we release toxins. Like exhaling, we release toxins from our system. So keep that in mind. If you're totally like pro mask and or you're in a situation where you have to wear them, don't wear them as much as possible. As much as you can, I'm saying, like whenever you're able to. Don't drive around in your car with it. Don't go outside by yourself with it. If you're not around other people, freaking take it off. And then do some deep breathing. Really get things circulating throughout your body. Be very, very mindful of taking your vitamins, getting outside in the sunshine, getting the vitamin D that is like most beneficial to you is when you get it. Well, the sunshine actually promotes vitamin D production in your body. That's the best way to do it versus like taking it in a supplement. A supplement is obviously necessary if you're in a situation where you're not having the sunshine all the time, but as much as possible, get it from the sun. Sleeping, please stop eating crap. Please stop doing that. I'm so irritated by stay home and Netflix and chill and all that crap, like please. I am seeing, people are gaining weight and your blood sugar is going to be dysregulated. That is all going to make you way more susceptible to this. So please stop it. Please, for the love, and I say that with complete awareness and empathy for the fact that people are stressed out and trying to find some kind of comfort and normalcy. I completely get it, but write it out. Find other ways of dealing with things for the love of God and your body. And stop sanitizing the crap out of everything. We had information from the WHO, I believe, the World Health Organization, that it's not actually transmitted the way they thought on surfaces, and then they retracted that. And anyway, we do need to be careful about over sanitizing, because then we have to have a balance in terms of bacteria and viruses and things in our body, and we have to allow our immune system to work the way it's supposed to and fight certain things off in order to be strong. And if we're never giving it that chance, then it's going to be much weaker. And I actually fear for people come cold and flu season, and flu kills people every year. And so that's something that everybody needs to be very mindful of, and working hard to to make yourself strong. Focus on making yourself strong. Focus on making your body strong from the inside out in terms of your health. That should be our focus, and stop being mean to each other. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day and go get some sunshine.